లేకుండా కంటిన్యూగా అవుతుంది అనుకుంటా సార్.
అవును సార్, అవును.
ఇప్పుడే అయిపోయినట్టుంది సార్ ప్రోగ్రామ్.
అవునవును, అది యాక్చువల్గా హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ 20 నిమిషాలు లేట్ అయింది.
అవునా? ఏం సార్?
జంపింగ్ అది వాళ్ళు స్టార్టింగ్ వాళ్ళు ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం ఉండింది.
ఆ,
వాళ్ళ
ఓకే.
ప్రాబ్లం, మాది కాదు. నేను ఇంకా వచ్చి
అదే అదే.
ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇది చేద్దాం. ఇందాక కూడా రాలేదు షేరింగ్.
అవునా? ట్రై చేయండి సార్.
అరే శ్రీనివాస్,
వచ్చింది
ఈవినింగ్ సార్ సీతారాం బాబు సార్.
వచ్చింది కదా ఇది.
వస్తుంది సార్,
వచ్చింది
వస్తుంది
వచ్చింది
సార్.
సార్, వచ్చింది వచ్చింది వచ్చింది.
రైట్ రైట్.
ఒక 5 minutes వెయిట్ చేద్దాం సార్. ఇప్పుడే జస్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాం సెషన్ ని.
నేను ఐ హావ్ టెస్టెడ్ బికాజ్
సార్ బ్రహ్మారెడ్డి సార్, టీ తాగండి సార్, 5 minutes రెస్ట్
అయిపోయింది.
తీసుకోండి.
అయిపోయి మా ఆవిడ మధ్యలో ఇచ్చేసింది, తాగేసి అయిపోయింది.
అవునా, ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నారా సార్?
ఇంట్లో నుంచే.
అవునా, ఏదో ఆఫీస్కు ఇక్కడికి సెంటర్కి వస్తా అన్నట్లున్నారు.
మీరు అది కూడా రెండో మీటింగ్ కూడా ఆన్లైనే ఉంది కదా.
అవును,
వరల్డ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ డే ఆన్లైనే కదా.
ఆన్లైనే సార్.
ఇంకెందుకు వచ్చి ఉపయోగం ఉందని రాలేదు. అది అది
రే
అది
శ్రీనివాస్,
ఫిజికల్, అది ఫిజికల్ అనుకొని వస్తానని చెప్పి.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్. అయితే టీ తాగారు సార్ అయితే?
అయిపోయింది ఇప్పుడే జస్ట్ అది టాక్ అయిపోగానే
ఓకే.
వాళ్ళ డ్యూటీ వాళ్ళు చేస్తారు, వాళ్ళు వాకింగ్ వెళ్ళాలి కదా.
ఓకే. 5 అయింది కదా, 5:30కి అట్లా ఎండ ఉంది సార్ ఇప్పుడు.
కొంచెము లైట్ గా ఎండ ఉన్నప్పుడు వెళ్తుంది.
ఆహా.
వెళ్ళిపోయింది, టీచ్
ఓకే.
వెళ్ళిపోయింది. అంటే ఆ డ్యూటీ అయిపోయింది, వాటర్
డ్యూటీ.
ఇంకా వాళ్ళకి ఫ్రీ అన్నమాట, కొంచెం నిదానంగా వచ్చినా ఇబ్బంది ఉండదు.
7 గంటలకు అయిపోదు, 7 గంటలకు అని చెప్పి.
లేదు లేదు, రమ్మకి చెప్పండి, ఆమె అందరూ వచ్చి చూసి వెళ్ళిపోయింటారు. బయట ఇచ్చాడు సార్. సార్ ఇంకోటి బయట ఉంది, నెక్స్ట్ టైం నుంచి మనం డిసైడ్ చేద్దాం, అట్లా స్పీకర్లో డిసైడ్ చేయండి. చెప్పేయండి సార్, సెక్రటరీ వీళ్ళు చూస్తారని చెప్పండి, వాళ్ళు అడిగి చెప్పినప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ టైం నుంచి వెంకట సుబ్బయ్య గారు
సార్
5:10 అయింది మరి.
స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. కన్వీనర్ ఎవరు సార్?
కన్వీనర్ ఆమె రాలేదు, రమ్మగారు రాలేదు.
అటెండ్ కారంటనా?
ఆమె
ఆన్లైన్
అటెండ్
లో
కాదుట, ఆమె అటెండ్ కాదుట. రమణా నాయక్ అని చెప్పింది. నెక్స్ట్ టైం నుంచి వెంకట సుబ్బయ్య చెప్పాను నేను ఆయనకి, మీరు
హలో
ఆయన కాదు సెక్రటరీ చైర్మన్ డిసైడ్ చేస్తారు, ఆమె డిసైడ్ చేసేది కాదని చెప్పాను. రమణా నాయక్ వస్తే
కొన్ని స్లైడ్స్ కట్ చేద్దాము.
ఎస్ సార్.
వెయిట్ ఫర్ 10
5:15
మినిట్స్
పెట్టాను
అంతా.
నేను అనుకోబట్టి కొంతమంది
మనమే
వచ్చి పెట్టారు.
ఉన్నామండి, ఎవరు లేరు. 8 మందిలో మనమే 7 ఉన్నాం.
అంటే అందరూ వచ్చి వెళ్ళిపోయింటారేమో సార్. 5 o'clock ఇచ్చాం కదా లింకు.
లేరు, ఎవరు లేరు, మనోళ్ళు ఎవరు లేరండి. రమణ నాయక్ వచ్చాడు కానీ మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోయాడు.
లేదా 5 నిమిషాల తర్వాత స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. స్టార్ట్ చేసి మీరు కొన్ని
ఎంత టైం ఎంత అయింది?
5:15 కి
5:10
6:15 క్లోజ్ చేసేద్దాం సార్. 6:15 క్లోజ్ చేసేద్దాం. 6:15 కి 5:15 స్టార్ట్ చేసి 6:15 క్లోజ్ చేసేద్దాం.
4 స్లైడ్స్ ఎత్తేస్తా అయిపోయాయి.
ఎత్తేసేయండి.
అంతే సార్.
ఒక 5 minutes వెయిట్ చేద్దాం సార్. ఇంకో
నేను కరెక్ట్ గా 36 స్లైడ్లు చేశా. దాంట్లో ఫస్ట్ లోది ఒకటి వెళ్ళిపోద్దా, ఇది టాపిక్ వెళ్ళిపోద్ది, లాస్ట్ లో థ్యాంక్స్ వెళ్ళిపోద్ది. ఇవి ఉండేది 34 స్లైడ్స్. దాంట్లో కొన్ని ఉంటాయి.
చెప్పండి, ఇప్పుడు కొన్నే చెప్పండి. 5:15 స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం రండి. కొంతమంది రాండి, 3-4 రాండి అట్లీస్ట్.
ఇక్కడ ఏదో స్క్రీన్ మీద ఇట్లా గీసినట్టు వచ్చింది రెడ్డింగ్ తో.
అదే మీరు అంటే చేంజ్ అని పెట్టారేమో అక్కడ. అంటే ఇది మళ్ళీ స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి స్విచ్ ఆన్ చేద్దాం సార్. ఇది పోనీ ఫస్ట్ పేజీగా సార్, పెద్ద ఇష్యూ ఏమున్నది? ఏదో అంటే చేంజ్ మోడ్ లో వచ్చి ఉంటుంది.
లేదు, ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిందండి, ఇందాక లేదు. ఓపెన్ చేసి వాళ్ళని అడగండి, ఆఫీసులో వాళ్ళదే కదా అది.
శ్రీనివాస్, ఇక్కడ ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీద ఏంటి ఇట్లా వచ్చింది, ఏంటి గీతల్లో వచ్చింది? మార్చలేదు, మళ్ళీ క్రియేట్ చేయండి, మళ్ళీ పెట్టండి, మళ్ళీ ఎగ్జిట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ లోపల పడి.
పోయిందిలేండి, పోయింది. నేను ఎగ్జిట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ అది కానీ ఒకటి రావట్లేదండి. ఇది ఈచ్ టాపిక్ వైజ్ వస్తుంది, ఇట్లా ప్రెస్ చేస్తే అది అవ్వట్లేదు. ఓ, ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది, ఇందాక రాలేదు. ఇందాక అడవుడి వస్తుంది కరెక్ట్, అందుకే అది రాలేదు. వచ్చు. ఒక రోజు పెట్టాల్సింది. వరంగల్ నుంచి రాఘవల్ గారు జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు.
వెంకటరత్నం గారు, మన వెంకట సుబ్బయ్య గారు.
సార్ స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా?
స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం సార్.
చేద్దాం సార్.
Good evening to one and all, sir. Today we are having a webinar on the important day of National Safety Day. The theme is the safety and well-being crucial for Viksit Bharat. The topic is the transformative role of 5G technology enhancing digital safety in India. This would be presented by our immediate past chairman and former SDG, Institute of Engineers Headquarters, India, Engineer B. Brahmareddy Garu. I invite the chairman of the Institute of Engineers Telangana State Center, G. Venkat Subbaya Garu, the convener of the event, Engineer Rama Garu, to the event. Also the immediate past chairman, Brahmareddy Garu. And also acknowledge the presence of Raghaval Garu, Rajeshwar Rao Mandava Garu, Ram Mohan Garu, IEI Local Center Chairman, Venkatratnam Garu, and Vannam Srinivas Garu. I request the chairman of the Telangana State Center, Dr. G. Venkat Subbaya Garu, to preside over the meeting, sir, please.
Right. Thank you, sir. Dr. K. Sitaram Babu, Honorary Secretary, IA Telangana State Center. So, respected keynote speaker, Engineer B. Brahmareddy, FIE, immediate past chairman, IA Telangana State Center, and former SDG, Institution of Engineers India. Dr. K. Sitaram Babu, FIE, Honorary Secretary, IA Telangana State Center. Engineer D. Rama, Joint Honorary Secretary, IA Telangana State Center, and convener of the event. Engineer Ram Mohan, Chairman, Kothagudem Local Center, and R. Raghavulu from Warangal Local Center. Rajeshwara Mandava Garu, and our office staff, Venkatratnam Garu, Srinivas, and others, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. Today, I feel it is a great privilege and honor to be amidst this August gathering and extend a warm and hearty welcome to the keynote speaker, Engineer B. Brahmareddy Garu, and all of you for this important event on National Safety Day. Today, I am very happy to be associated with this memorable event. I wish to inform that the Institution of Engineers India, Telangana State Center, is organizing this National Safety Day today, that is 4th March 2025. National Safety Day is celebrated every year to mark the foundation of the National Safety Council. The first National Safety Day campaign was launched in the year 1972 by National Safety Council. The National Safety Day celebrated on 4th March every year to spread awareness about the safety measures to prevent misadventures and accidents due to lack of awareness. The National Safety Day intends to generate, develop, and sustain a voluntary movement on safety, health, and environment at the national level. Everybody has to apply all the safety measures while traveling in a vehicle and always follow the traffic rules. Accidents and diseases are the drain to our economy, which leads to disablement, deaths, harm to health, and prosperity. We should learn from accidents and understand the importance of safety by observing safety rules, regulations, and should develop an attitude to achieve our objectives. Safety is a common denominator across all aspects of life. Hence, knowledge should always be shared. It is not a matter for industry, it is a matter for humanity. So, safety starts with us. Realize it and let us do all the viable things to prevent accidents and occupational diseases and to protect the environment in the interest of self, family, organization, and the nation at large. Since You are anxiously awaiting to hear the talk from our keynote speaker, Engineer B. Brahmareddy Garu. I am limiting myself and hope that you will really enjoy his talk. On behalf of the Telangana State Center of IEI and on my own behalf, I once again extend a hearty welcome to our keynote speaker, Engineer B. Brahmareddy Garu, FIE, immediate past chairman, IEI Telangana State Center, and former SDC, IEI, and all of you to this important event. So before I request Engineer B. Brahmareddy Garu to deliver a lecture, I request Dr. K. Sitaram Babu, Honorary Secretary, to introduce today's keynote speaker, Engineer B. Brahmareddy, FIE.
Sir, మనం
So
we
thank
will
you,
cover it.
Anand.
We'll
Sir.
cover that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Not required. Just you already told.
ఓకే సార్ ఓకే సార్
కాదు.
Sir.
మనం will save that 5 minutes time.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్
And
Yeah,
hardly
okay,
new persons only one Rajeshwar sir is there. Mandava scientist.
అండ్ రాఘవులు గారు
రాఘవల్ గారు ఇద్దరు పర్సన్స్ ఉన్నారు. బోత్ ఆర్ నోన్ టు వాజ్ నో ఇంట్రడక్షన్.
ఓకే
జస్ట్
Okay, thank you,
చెప్పండి
sir.
అంటే రెండు లైన్లు చెప్పండి
రైట్ సార్ ఈజ్ ఎంటెక్ ఫ్రమ్ అలహాబాద్ సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీ, పీజీ డిప్లొమా ఫ్రమ్ హైదరాబాద్ సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీ, and professional qualification CIB and MBA. Served in airports for 15 years in radar systems and missiles. He was basically vice president, worked as vice president Toshiba America, MRI Incorporation, director technical support in Digital India, LED, the Institution of Engineers at Calcutta as secretary and director general, banking and finance senior level. He held positions, very important positions in various professional bodies, sir. The more important, the chairman IE Telangana State Center, and chairman strategic planning implementation committee IEI, member of IEI National Council, chairman All India Student Committee IEI, and AITC IEI, and he is the life memberships in various professional body IEI, IETA, IITR, IOV, AIMA, IIFB, ISTA. He is international life member in Internet Society. His achievements: academic topper, and then a professional Vikas Bharat Ratna by AEF Delhi, winner of many citations and monetary prizes, visited USA, Italy, Germany, and many other European countries, mentor startup companies and freelance expert. He has published many papers and articles on various subjects, typically micro into radar systems technology, banking technology, satellite communication, 5G technology in repeated publications. Thank you very much, sir. With this, I would hand it over back to the chairman.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this thing. You should have further also brief, no problem. Never brief. Anyway, thank you. I'll start
So
now.
now I request Sir Brahmareddy Garu to start his talk. Sir, please, sir.
Yeah, good evening to everybody.
Good evening, sir.
What level? Right.
సార్ కనిపిస్తోంది అచ్చా ఇక్కడ గీత
ఓకే కాదు అది కవర్ చేస్తున్నా. ఓకే, గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ టు ఎవ్రీబడి అండ్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ బోత్ వీ హావ్ ఆల్రెడీ స్పోకెన్ రాజేశ్వరరావు గారు అండ్ రాఘవల్ గారు. మై గ్రీటింగ్స్ టు బోత్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఎల్డర్స్ సార్. ఈ స్క్రీన్ మీద లైన్ వస్తుంది ఏంటి మళ్ళీ బాబు, ఏం చేసావు? Okay, today we are celebrating National Safety Day, and our chairman Dr. Venkata Subbaiah garu has already described what is the purpose and why it is celebrated and all that. And as a part of National Safety Day, the theme safety and well-being is crucial for Vikasit Bharat. Vikasit Bharat is nothing, is the vision of developed India, and which is expected by 2047 by the present government as well as our Prime Minister. Now, as a part of that, I have taken a topic of transformative role of 5G technology, enhancing the digital safety in India. Let us start. I am starting with the introduction to 5G. The 5G technology, as usual, comparative to the other previous generation of technologies, is not a single technology, is an amalgamation of various technologies put together into one network technology, and that is designed to connect virtually everyone and everywhere, everything together, emissions, objects, and devices, and make them their performance possible. And unlike 4G, the 5G is a not a uniform network, but is a whole set of new networks under one umbrella network for different applications. And the major difference between 5G and 4G, the 5G networks are able to switch into a low power mode when not in use, which is not possible with 4G, whether you use it or not. Once it is to run 24 hours and the power has to control when supplying low rates to specific devices, but then switch to a high power mode for things like HD video streaming. And you can see here the comparison of 4G and 5G, especially this is a urban installation where on the room on the industrial top. And you can see the 4G, the lines are 360 degrees. That means the propagation of radio signal from the 4G is 360 degree, whereas the 5G is only to the point to the user and back to the pole. So that means it's totally directional. Now, evaluation of 5G technology, 1G and 2G, 3G, and 4G, and now we are into 5G. In 1980s, we were using only like a phone. We were using a small, just like a remote phone. So was having only analog signal and analog voice only. Human to human could be talked, and that's the early mobile phone. At that time. That itself is a major breakthrough in wireless communication. And now the second generation started 1990s with the digital voice. Low speed data could be sent to small texts also. And similarly, 1980s, the 1G is able to do the wireless transmission was 14.4 kilobytes per second. That means when you are able to even upload our some data or file, it should be restricted to 15 kilobytes. Otherwise, it will not. It has to you have to split it and then send. That was the situation. In 1990s, when the digital voice started and second generation started, it is 500 kilobytes per second. And subsequently in 2000 and afterwards, the third generation has come into existence where the mobile broadband and high speed data with the internet was access was possible. And then with the internet access, 5 to 15 megabits per second was the uh, data that could be transmitted, the amount of data. And in 2010, the nothing is better than the 3G, and it's a better 3G with the was there. And also internet protocol based network, high speed internet, and streaming started, and apps also started with the fourth generation technology with the mobile internet. And its speed, the transmission speed is 100 megabits to 1 gigabyte per second was able to achieve with the fourth generation. Now in the present, we are in the fifth generation technology and started in 2020s and onwards. It is totally interconnected devices, sensors, and other systems, and is a for consumers and governments and business. And its speed, the data rate is peaked up to 10 gigabits per second. And it's really the further extension of Internet of Things. The need for 5G technology. Why the need for 5G technology? Because as the IoT was requiring a lot of infra to handle the several billions of new network devices connecting to the wireless network, and the same time energy efficiency also, and 3D video and ultra high definition video streaming, like for which were needing the additional bandwidth. So the 4G was not able to take care of those things. So there is a need for some other technology better standard than that, and also virtual reality and augmented reality, which enable the gaming and also video streaming and other industrial applications, which need a less time to transfer the data. That was known as the low latency, and which is possible, which was not possible because the 4G was actually 80 milliseconds to and above for the its timing, which was actually is very uh, delayed transmission. So to cover the delayed transmission, the 5G is a must, another new technology. And also there was a pressure on network operators from the consumers or the users that they wanted always something better than what it is there. Therefore, the need that the high mobile traffic, and also to reduce their operational expenses, they need to look for something new, and hence the 5G technology has come into existence, and new revenue opportunities. And also, what was not supported by 4G, all these times, the emerging use cases, that is being handled by the 5G technology, and that is the another need for it. And understanding 5G technology, and after so many years of culmination of research, innovation, and collaborative efforts by the telecom companies and technology leaders and regulatory bodies and some of the governments, it came into uh, one shape by 2019, and is characterized by several key promises. And one of the promises enhanced data transfer speed, which we were telling earlier, gigabytes, which were shown in the evaluation period, gigabytes, multi-peak rates, that is the data transfer speed, and which is possible, and therefore quicker downloads and quicker uploads, and ultra responsive real-time applications. And then other promise is a low latency, and 5G reduce its latency, the delay in data transmission to mere milliseconds. So this that is around 10 milliseconds. This near instantaneous response time enable the host of applications that really having a demand for real-time interactivity, uh, especially like autonomous vehicles, remote surgeries, and augmented reality experiences. Then massive connectivity, and 5G is designed actually to support massive Internet of Things and IoT ecosystem, connecting billions of devices for the square kilometers, and sensors and missions. This connectivity enabled the smart cities and industrial automation, and a myriad of other IoT applications were possible. And now what are the capabilities of 5G technology? Here you can see in the left side the 5G main cases, use cases. And out of that, what is the system? The first is system, second is the applications, and third is the what is the specifications, what it was required. So 5G enabling aspects under this, first is spectrum. The spectrum consists of three bands, low band, mid band, and high band. And low band is less than 1 gigahertz, and mid band is 1 gigahertz to 6 gigahertz, which is known as the sub 6 band, 6 gigahertz band, and above that is known as the high band. But the millimeter wave frequency starts from 30 gigahertz onwards. And here the left side you see the radio. One is possible is the because of the COVID, the infrastructure equipment was basically was manufactured by two of the companies, Jetty and the Huawei from only Chinese, and which was not accepted by the because of the trade war between US and other thing. It was got delayed, and also COVID also made further delay of the manufacturing of infrastructure equipment. Therefore, what happened? The Samsung came out with a new idea of 5G new radio technique, and that was being migrated. 4G is being migrated with this module of the new radio using the evolved package core of the 4G into as a non-standalone 5G technique. And also they added massive, earlier itself their multi-input, multi-output antennas were used for the 4G technology. But with the 5G, the kind of application speed and other coverage, all these things, it needed further a large number of antennas which are put together, that is massive MIMO, multi-input, multi-output array, and also orthogonal frequency division multiplex it is being operated. And then access to different, this thing is given as a cloud radio access network. And similarly, multi-access edge computing, another feature for safeguarding the networks of the 5G from various other malicious attacks. And also multi radio access technology is used along with the core 5G core or 5G new radio. Therefore, it acts as a dual connectivity, both for mobile. If you see, we get sometimes a 5G or sometimes as goes back to the 4G only, like each other thing. Reason is that it is not fully the network which is supplying the service provider is only using 4G, but with a migration of certain modules being integrated into the 4G equipment. And therefore, that was the multi radio access technology. And it was possible for dual of both operating at 4G frequencies and also at 5G frequency. In fact, 5G is operating right from the low frequency to the high frequency. But here, as of now, we are only using up to 26 gigahertz in India, 26.5 gigahertz, the highest gigahertz, which is by the Geo, which only gives the 17 times faster than the 4G, whereas as per the promise, it should be 100 times faster than the 4G technology. And the other thing is the core network, which is being used in the 5G, and the hardware in that is network function virtualization is another unit, and which takes care of the network slicing part of it. And then also software defined network, which takes care of the security of these networks, and also management and control network orchestration. So MANO is known as MANO, and that is the new architecture. And part of the what was the main this thing in addition to other technologies which is being of course there's part of small technologies aiding the millimeter wave technology. And you come in between, see the applications, enhanced mobile broadband and massive internet of connection and mission control, uh, critical control. I think we'll go in the next slide. It will be better again repeated. The extreme data rates, that means multi gigabytes per bits per the second is being done. That is under ultra high definition virtual reality, uniform user experience at least 100 megabytes per second everywhere, not impacting the quality of service and the experience. And similarly, ultra high density, 1 million devices per 1 square kilometer is being connected for the hyper connected network vision. And ultra low energy, that is a battery life was used for the tower base stations and other towers is plus 10 years of battery life is worth of energy saving and energy efficient. And low bit rates, and because of the 10 feet of the bits per second for monitoring the networks, a good low bit rate, ultra low bit rate. and also deep coverage to reach the challenging locations like rural and other unreachable places. Strong security, critical communication, the government and financial trusted, and ultra high reliability, 1 out of 100 meters packets last and needed for critical applications, and ultra low latency, low as one target of 1 millisecond. Autonomous is possible, autonomous driving and virtual reality. And the three major things which are the application that enhance mobile broadband is because it needs a high bandwidth demand services, especially high bandwidth is required for virtual reality and augmented reality and online 4K video streaming, all these things, gaming, another thing. Where it is very much low latency is required, there is the EMBB is another feature and application. And massive measured type communications is mainly for services with high connection density requirements, whereas the smart cities, where there should not be any interruption in the operations of the various connected devices, that is, and also intelligent transportation. And the ultra reliable low latency communication is mainly for delay sensitive services such as Internet of Vehicles, unmanned driving, and unmanned aerial vehicles. And technical foundations, and it is having majorly the 5G itself existence is because of the millimeter wave technology, that is 30 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz, and it has a vast bandwidth because small cells are added, though the wavelength is reduced and the shorter distances, but all that limitations are covered by the deployment of the small cells and a dense network infrastructure. And massive MIMO, that is the multi-input, multi-output, which incorporates the advanced antenna system with a large number of antennas, so that the technology enhances the network capacity, also improves the spectral efficiency, and enables becoming of the focus signal transmission. And network slicing, I think I will cover in the next slide, which is the potential applications of 5G. Is all smart cities, that is the 5G facilitates real-time monitoring of all the transport systems and also grid systems and responsive urban services, that so it is a better quality of life for citizens is being enhanced with the implementation of 5G. Industrial automation, 5G enables real-time control, remote monitoring, predictive maintenance, and collaborative robotics, driving operational efficiency and productivity. And in healthcare, 5G facilitate high quality video consultations. Thereby, the doctors at the different locations are able to consult each other and better understanding and do remote surgeries were possible with this, and also real-time patient monitoring is possible, and ensuring accessibility and efficient health services. And autonomous vehicles, and as the 5G is having a high latency and low latency and high bandwidth, enables vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to infrastructure communication, and enhancing road safety and traffic management and intelligent transport systems. And you can see another this thing which we were talking about the previous slide as application enhanced mobile broadband. There is also is for where the broadband is users are required and fast speeds are possible with this. And immersive experience, nothing is a virtual and augmented reality about entertainment, and especially movie, games, and gaming and other content consumption, which are of ultra high definition video streaming is possible with this. And what are the key features? And you can see here the comparative to the previous generation of technology, 1000 times higher mobile data volume for area, where we have seen there in here 1 gigabyte, there is 1 megabyte per second, megabytes per second, and 100 times the number of connected devices, 100 times more than the what it was, and 100 times higher user data rate. That also we compared, and 10 times longer battery life, and low power massive machine communications and 5 times reduced end-to-end latency. That I was telling you that latency is normally 80 milliseconds to 50 milliseconds, and the 5G technology, 4G technology, which is being further brought to 10 milliseconds, that means 5 times almost reduced end-to-end latency. And when 5G is used along integrated with the Internet of Things and use cases and requirements like this. And you can see here the latency, reliability, and connectivity. All this is possible because of 5G technology and the capacity of the IoT increases. And putting together, integrating these two technologies, the hence here the unlimited experiences and for everything and instant action is possible. And there were greater than 10 gigabytes peak data rates and 10 lakhs devices for 1 square kilometer, and ultra low cost for massive machines and 10 years of battery life. 100 megabytes per second possible, and 10,000 times more traffic is possible in the with this 5G technology, and 1 million a second latency and ultra reliability that come to the power of 5 times E2E outage energy efficiency is there, and zero mobility interruption is also is possible when both are integrated together. And 5G network slicing, you can see from this diagram, actually it is a single one network as being sliced into different networks. You can count from the top, slice one, slice two, and slice to n. That means n number of slices. As you use the number of different frequency, different applications, and the physical network is being divided into virtual networks. They are known as the virtual network slices, and different slices. Each slice is having same characters and same require the power and able to carry out more number of applications together. And here there is a C plane, which is a control plane, which controls the entire mobility and manages the movement of the data and everything. And similarly, a U plane, that is the user plane, where the user plane is the one which generates this network and take care of it. And all the data that is being, especially time, the faster rate is, how fast it goes into the has been taken by care, taken by the user plane. And you can see here opportunities, device to device communication, that is autonomous cars and all those things. And that is how slice it is done. Actually is a single network, a physical network converted into many virtual networks, and thereby the network slicing is possible. You can see it is nothing is a technology that allows the operator to create multiple virtual networks depending on the demand on a single physical network infrastructure, and that enables the operators to offer customized services to different types of users and applications. And benefits is tailored services, enhanced quality of service, improved user experience, and the challenges associated with this network security is a great challenge. And because each slice has unique security requirements as the single network, so there that has to be taken care. And the scaling factor associated with the network slicing introduce billions of potential new attack vectors, because as the all slice again act as a single virtual network as a one network, then the attack occurs also, the chances of and the probability of attack increases. And digital safety importance and challenges in India. And actually both digital safety and digital security both are actually clubbed together. The aim of this is, one is for digital safety, actually focus the user from user point of view. What is the awareness for the user, the well-being of the user, and responsible behavior of the user. Whereas the digital security aim to protect the individuals and organizations, especially in the online world only, but they take care protecting the data and the systems and also any possible threats. So the importance of this digital safety is to help individuals navigate the internet safely and avoid potential risks like cyberbullying and scams and exposure to harmful contents. And integrate and similarly the digital security to ensure the confidentiality and integrity and availability of digital asset is the importance for the digital security. And the examples for digital safety is understanding the online privacy settings, similarly recognizing the phishing attempts and practicing safe communication online and knowing how to report cyberbullying or other harmful online activities to the concerned principal, and it should have knowledge of it and being aware of the risk associated with the sharing of personal information online. And other examples for the digital security, implementing strong passwords and multi-factor authentication is also an important, and that is supposed to be a part of the example for the digital security. And also antivirus should be used, the software and firewalls as it is applicable and should be updated time to time, and so that the protection is always there. Regularly updating software and operating systems, protecting networks and systems from cyber attacks, ensuring data backups and disaster recovery plans. And similarly, government, what are the initiatives taken on cyber security? One is primary government initiative, the primary one addressing actually the cyber security concerns was when the rollout of 5G was due, the strengthening the already existing Indian Computer Emergency Response Team set in, and which is a national agency. It has been further strengthened for incident response and also for monitoring the cyber threats and providing timely responses to the cyber security incidents. And another agency, the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination, which is famously known as I4C, is established to enhance the coordinated law enforcement response to cyber crimes across the country. And similarly, set operates 24 hours by 24 by 7 helpline and to handle the cyber security incidents, and so that providing guidance and best practices and how it can be mitigated for the cyber risks. And I foresee to create a cohesive framework for law enforcement agencies and also they effectively address digital threats by coordinating their response to the cyber crimes. And recently, I attended the conclave by name Shield 2025. The Cyberabad, there is a council, Cyber Security Council, by the Cyberabad Security, something like that. So that police organization with some of the companies which are manufacturing the cyber security related equipment done a conclave under the name of Shield 2025, which was which was inaugurated by the none other than the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana in Hyderabad on 18th and 19th of February. And Telangana government has to have a new digital security policy of its own, and also that day it was told that cyber defense centers will be opened here and for future taking care of the cyber security attack. Then aspects of Indian cyber security strategy in the era of 5G technology and national cyber security policy is a comprehensive policy for outlining the framework to protect the critical infrastructure and information in the digital space. And similarly, cyber security awareness campaigns and education and training for the citizens and organizations to understand what is the implications and mitigate that any cyber threats. Data protection regulations, implementing robust data privacy laws to safeguard user information. Application security, focus on securing software applications used across various sectors, including those leveraging 5G technology. And network security, that is another important one, ensuring the integrity and resilience of the 5G networks by addressing the potential what vulnerabilities are there within the infrastructure, because it uses a lot of technologies, and moreover the 5G is prone to a lot of attacks. It uses a fiberized antenna and base stations, which are India and fiberization is very, very low. And thereby there is a lot of activity points where the malicious actors can act and damage, and hence the network security is of very important. And need for ensure enhanced security measures, and it is crucial to protect against the cyber threats and data breaches and unauthorized access. So the measures like strong passwords, encryption, multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication, regular updates, and other robust incident response plans to minimize the risk of falling victim to cybercrime, and also safeguarding the sensitive information within the organization or the system should be taken care. And that is the measure. And the key reasons for this enhanced security measures: one is prevent data breaches. By implementing robust security measures, organization can reduce the chances of sensitive data being compromised by the hackers or the malicious actors, and also protect consumer customer trust. And like banks and other financial techs, financial technologies, where the is a possible the if they don't protect, because the customer trust and the organizations will collapse, and therefore and handling a sensitive information, especially about the transaction, financial details, and other personal details, is very, very confidential, and that has to be protected. And other is compliance with the regulations, and robust security measures have to be complied with the by the organizations, and so that the strict data privacy regulations is possible will be stated there, and also so that to minimize the financial loss that any data breach can result in a financial loss due to the legal fees, the reputation damage, and other potential loss of business. And to save that, these robust security measures are must be compliant with. And similarly, improve operational efficiency. Also, security measures can streamline process and reduce the time spent managing security incidents, and so on. Examples of these enhanced security measures: one is the encryption, that is encrypt nothing scrambling sensitive data to prevent from the unauthorized access. And then two-factor authentication, requiring an additional verification step beyond just a password for login. Even now, you must have noticed whenever we suppose we go and log in for email, and from some one system to another system, it keeps asking OTP also. And then in mobile also, it will ask you whether you are the same person. Then you have to tick, and some number is given. You enter. Then only it is verified that you are the same person you are entering there also. And that is what the two-factor authentication and firewalls are filtering network traffic to block malicious connection. That is access controls, limiting user access to another authorized areas and database permissions. And then vulnerability management is also is important. Scan these systems wherever is there and patch them up promptly, so that there is a regular way, so that the any vulnerabilities are there that can be identified. And similarly, intrusion detection systems are also important. Monitoring network activity for suspicious behavior and potential threats is essential. And similarly, employee security training and educating employees about the cyber security best practices to prevent if any human error is there. And now, price is what is its contribution to digital safety? It contributes in three major points. One is secure 5G security architecture, and that is falling under 5G and cyber security framework, and AI-driven threat detection and end-to-end encryption. Yeah, here the framework 5G security framework authentication and also authorization, a robust user authentication process to verify the identities and control access to network resources. Then encrypting the data, all the network layers to prevent eavesdropping and data tampering, and network slicing security, securing individual network slices dedicated to the specific use cases like industrial automation or healthcare, which slice is used for what. And both should be taken, that each slice wise should be taken care. And then zero trust approach, assuming all devices and connections are potentially malicious and requiring strict verification before granting access, advanced threat detection and supply. I think now time is running out. Hello? Yeah. End-to-end encryption, how it works. It is the public and private keys to encrypt and decrypt two messages from one server one point to the other person. The public key is normally stored on the server and used to encrypt the messages. And the private key is kept on the recipient's device. Only the recipient's private key can decrypt the message. Where it is used especially messaging apps like WhatsApp, Signal, and Telegram, email services like Proton Mail and Proton Mail, and also Google Messages and Facebook Messenger and Instagram. What are the benefits out of this end-to-end encryption? Protects information and transit and on servers, and also prevents unauthorized access to messages and calls, keeps data secure from internet service providers, hackers, and other entities, and also verifying end-to-end encryption is also possible by in some messaging apps by checking a QR code or a 60-digit number. And then let us take one example of this is diagram where the server is having two persons public key, and how this the first person is LS, and the second person is Bob. Let us say there are girlfriend and boyfriend, and when the Bob wants to send some message to LS, what he does because they're having a public pay and private key pair, and the public key is stored in the server, and the private key is served in their devices. And when the Bob wants to send a message to LIs, he will draw the public key from that and add the this one, write a email to LIs on his computer, and that will come and become encrypt with the public key, will make this encrypt the message in the step 2, and the step 2 message will be encrypted message is sent to in the step 3 to the LAS, and LAS has to download the message, and for taking that message, she need to use her private key in addition to the Bob's public key. And reverse, when reverse LS sends a message and reply, suppose, and this man has to, he has to use the public key of the LS and his private key. Please understand that difference. The Bob's public is using the public key of her opponent, his private key to decrypt the message. And similarly, she also does his public key and her private key she receives. This is how, and so that nobody in between can, and that information before it leaves one device to another, and not decrypted until delivered to the recipient. Recipient delivery will be done. It in between it cannot. So nobody in the middle, either the internet service provider or any other malicious actor who is trying to listen to the internet or penetrate of these systems involved, he cannot access the data. This is the advantage of end-to-end encryption. And the three which we have are the techniques I am going to talk is again is a mobile network safety with the 5G, and advanced encryption techniques are there. new radio encrypting algorithm, new radio integrity algorithm, and also advanced encryption standards. And mutual authentication is another important encryption technique. And zero trust network is another important technique, which is subscriber identity concealment and secure roaming is another feature. And secure access control mechanisms, there are authentication and key agreement. It is known as 5G ACA, and public key infrastructure, the PKI, and encryption. And then network slicing is always there and internally built and which takes care of all isolates that virtual works within the 5G and do it. And user plane integrity protection, zero trust architecture, and secure key management and device authorization, and protection against distributed denial of service is another dangerous attack. And either with these challenges in this is either a high volume of devices and complex network structure. And if this is nothing is a cyber crime, and if this is constantly attacked, either the server will not work or server will partially give distorted access or may not give access. So there are security concerns. What are the 5G sector? These have been surveyed by the AT&T company, and the put different percentages basing on the parameter. And IoT, it is 36%. The extension of any security policy, new types of devices will be having a risk of 36% security concern is there. But the highest is larger attack surface is due to the massive increase in connectivity, large number of connectivity of devices. So once it is increase the coverage, and then 44% is the its security concern. And then automated change to the net to 21%, the lowest being the use cases and threats which are still unable not unknown. They are not yet to identify the 5%. And then 5G for mission critical apps, anything is 7%, and it's untested set of technologies 8%. And you can see the financial sector, how it impacts in the safety and security of this. And ATMs are giving, because of how secured is securing mobile banking and fintech applications. So that is UPI and all these is under fintech applications. Faster and safer transaction and AI fraud detection by using this 5G technology. But in the future, with the integration of 5G, IoT and artificial intelligence, all these technology, the ATMs are going to act like a banker, and they're the real banker, and there will not be any human banker. And these robot ATMs will be working with all the features of this authentication and authorization of iris and biometric, and then all that. Then only it give an access to this for the transactions, and that will is a and it will be talkative or talking experience with the ATM will be felt with the 5G fully implemented with the this one. And there are 5G use cases for digital safety in India. One is public surveillance, that is high quality real-time video feeds from CCTV camera, especially in public areas like railway station, airport, tourist spots, markets, everywhere it should be kept there so that the response to potential security threats are being understood by the public, and the public surveillance is important. And the emergency response systems also is there immediate dispatch of first responders to any incidents like recently happened SLBC that left canal some this one, and such incident also can be instantly. See, there was a delay. Teams to come, army team that come, NDRF, all they came late. I think 2 days, 3 days. But with the possible with the response time will be much faster. It will be facilitated by these cases. And crowd monitoring, like Kumbh Mela is a big mela or a event, and where it is crowd is of very large gatherings can be monitored, and with this it will be efficient monitoring can be done for crowd. Then critical infrastructure monitoring, remote monitoring of vital infrastructure, like power grids and water treatment plants and dam sensing using sensor data transmitted of 5G technology and enabling early detection of any potential issues uh, happening. In this cyber security threat detection, faster analysis of network traffic for potential cyber threats due to high bandwidth and allowing a quicker response to malicious activity is also possible. And then child safety tracking in future. You can have using 5G. It is used. Even my granddaughter in years, she was having a watch. She cannot speak. She can't see
Brahmareddy
anything.
garu in
But
5 minutes,
it
sir.
can be
Brahmareddy
tracked.
garu.
I'm going to complete
Okay, okay. Thank
disaster
you.
management and landslides and HP and other things. And future trends and conclusion. And in India, future trends and 5G and digital safety are expected to focus on especially expanding 5G accessibility to rural areas and under reach areas. So that is even in related to Arakloya and like that places, locations, and prioritizing network security for AI-driven threat detection in robust data privacy regulations, and then increased adoption of secure authentication like biometrics and strong focus on educating users about the cyber hygiene, all while leveraging 5G's capabilities for critical sectors like healthcare and smart. There is also is a one of the factor and future factor and AI-driven cyber security and integration of artificial intelligence in the 5G for the real-time threat detection and response is a must in the future to take care of the safety of digital safety and digital security, both AI-powered anomaly detection, also to prevent cyber. And there is another is quantum computing is fast arriving into the field in the future, not very far off. Is and development of this quantum resistant encryption also is very important to protect data from future cyber threats. And quantum safe cryptography is a way actually to protect communications access from the quantum computing threat. Any threats happen from the application of quantum computing that should be protected. That is known as quantum computing. And how it works is that actually now we are using public key cryptography. In this, there is a mathematical problem used in the which are also vulnerable for the so that will be replaced by the future in quantum safe cryptography and implemented in software as well as hardware and used for both key agreement and as well as that means earlier in public and private key both this will be implemented and similarly digital signatures also will be protected and government and private sector are coming together with a collaboration post quantum cyber security. It is nothing is another word for the quantum safe cryptography and zero trust security models, and they are shifting from traditional security to zero trust architecture. And it's nothing is a trust security. It uses a strict identity verification for every account, whether it's a person or device. And similarly, they use for the architecture also, and always follow key zero trust principles. What are these principles? Verify thoroughly. Don't grant any privileged access to anybody. Assume it is breach, and that is the never believe anybody. The slogan for zero trust principle. And this is one I have taken Stealth Labs. They have implemented the zero trust security model for the ICT. As of now, the even 4G also zero trust security model is used. And these are the six elements and identity infrastructure data. When they are connected, they don't trust even their same organization. They don't trust unless otherwise is verified and re-verified, and then only enforce the zero trust procedure and follow across all these keys, and then they only it allows the access to their organization. That is and current telecom infrastructure. This is also one feature where the fiberized of towers is in India is very low, and what is the reason? The security part. Anybody can enter small cell technology. You take the small dabba, small, and you can enter in that. And as of now, it's only in 22. It is 22.5 as of now. 35% is the telecom towers are fiberized in India, but government has put a target to increase this fiberization to 70% by the end of 2025. And India needs to increase the data capacity in the fiberized towers in future as the transactions are going, and the government is thinking that it becomes a cashless and lot crores of transactions will be happening even in only alone financial field. And similarly, fiberization also contributes to the affordability of these services that will be, and private and public 5G and integration of IoT. There is a market share. If you see here, the private is red and the gray color is public. But here, this is the Indian market, and here only we are having still in public only. Private is very less. And the roadmap for next generation of cybersecurity and 6G and preparation for 6G technology has to further strengthen the digital safety, advanced security protocols integrated the network flow. And therefore, the 6G technology is expected to become a reality by the 2030, providing omnipresent wireless intelligence. And also, it makes it easily in the cyber physical quantum, the metaverse between the connected physical world of senses, actions, experiences, and its program digital representation. And in conclusion, 5G technology is revolutionizing the digital safety in India by enhancing cyber security, securing IoT devices, and enabling real-time threat detection. And also adoption of the zero trust models are very, very important, and AI-driven threat intelligence and future is on the quantum, when the quantum computing fully comes into the market. Quantum resistant encryption also is required to shape the India's digital landscape, security landscape. And India moves towards fully connected digital economy, continuous innovation and collaboration between the government, industry, academia is a crucial one to ensure that the digital safety through secure, resilient, and future-proof digital infrastructure in India. Thank you very much, and thank you all for patient listening. 5G is not just about speed, it is a fundamental enabler of a safer, smarter, and more secure digital India. Thank you, Vananda.
Thank you, sir. Brahmareddy, sir. Your lecture is very interesting and informative, sir. So you have in detail explained about all the generations, starting from first generation to fifth generation, and also the future generation, 6G also, sir. And about the security, digital security, network security, cyber security, all the types you have considered and covered very well, sir, on this important day of National Safety Day. So thank you very much, sir. And though it is the continuous lecture for you, without showing any lower energy levels, with continuous energy levels, you have continued your presentation, sir. So really, we are very, very thankful for you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
now I
Anybody want any
request.
questions? I think already you may be waiting. I don't want to waste.
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
there?
Next question.
You can post me questions. I will reply. I think our sir is waiting. Iyanki.
Yes, sir. Inki Murali Krishna garu, that next program is there, sir, 6:30.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I request Dr. K. Sitaram Babu garu to propose vote of thanks.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. It's a very interesting, very latest technology topic, sir. And that too, you are having back-to-back sessions, sir. It's really wonderful that you are still holding your breath and you're still able to continue for another 2 hours. We wish we will have many more such sessions in future, sir. And
Sir, 7 o'clock, I'm having another Zoom meeting with Chicago. I don't know. Yesterday they came. I said I can't spend time. So today I asked them to come, sir.
Okay, sir. Sir, I also acknowledge the presence of few more participants, sir. Professor Dr. Ramna Naik garu, Narmada madam, Dr. Sheikh Shefi sir, and Anchuri garu, sir. And we thank the chairman of the Institution of Engineering, Telangana State Center, Dr. G. Venkat Subbaya Garu, and the convener of the event, Engineer D. Rama Garu. She is also joint honorary secretary and the convener of the event for their making this event, the National Safety Day event on the theme safety and well-being crucial for Vikshit Bharat, for their making the event reality. Also thank Rama Reddy Garu, the immediate past chairman and the former SDG, for having given such a wonderful lecture. It's a huge topic. I think he has cut short his presentation. Thank you, sir, because we are going to have one more at 6:30. And before, I also say thank one and all for having part of this event. Now, actually, we will not be having the national anthem, sir, because we have one more session after this. We'll be meeting for this next session at 6:30. Thank you, one and all. Leave and please come back to the